have the Dutch princess, but you can call her Large Marge on the accordion. Right now, I have John O'James, trucker, if you read his business card, but we like to call him the Timber Princess. Oh my goodness. I have Harry Gary, not to be confused with Gary Gloryhole, and we are Gary Gloryhole and the Bassooners and Leaders. All right. We're going to start with something a little bit, you know. Sometimes I just, like right now, I don't know what to do with my hands. I have to get my cheat sheet ready because I take so many balls to my face. I have temporary and permanent amnesia. Alright, I think we got this. Ready? Life is full of starts and stops. And life is full of walks and stands. But when life is a street of closed down shops, I do something with my hands. I hold out my palms and my fingers I fan. I make jazz hands, jazz hands. I just hold out my palms and my fingers I fan. I make jazz hands, jazz hands. When I'm flipping an omelet and it misses the pan, I make jazz hands, jazz hands. When I get to the front and the controls are a man, I make jazz hands, jazz hands. I just hold out my palms and my fingers I fan. I make jazz, 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 jazz hands. When my race car crashes into the stand, I make jazz hands, jazz hands. When my street is taking over my land, jazz hands, jazz hands. When my solo album's universally panned, I make jazz hands, jazz hands. Just hold out my palms and my fingers fan. I make jazz, 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 jazz hands. When her daddy refuses to finance her rock band, she makes jazz hands, jazz hands. When he's eating his dinner out of Dendick cans, he makes jazz hands, jazz hands. When the city we live in sinks into the sand, we'll make jazz hands, jazz hands. I just hold out my palms and my fingers a fan. I make jazz, 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 jazzy jazz hands. I just hold out my palms and my fingers I fan. I make jazz hands, jazz hands. Not to be confused with jizz hands. And then things ain't so bad. And then things ain't so bad.